Hi,
everybody.
What's good, everybody? My name is John.
I'm Kendra.
And welcome to another edition of Pre-Per-View, our WWE-centric live stream where we talk about the upcoming PLE. In today's case, we are talking all about Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
Yeah, baby, now we got Bad Blood.
Oh, hi, Taekwon.
Taekwon. Taekwon, I was thinking of you, man. I saw you're gone on Instagram.
Gone on Instagram?
Dead and gone. Dead and gone.
Oh, I thought he was going to elaborate. That's fine.
Yeah, I just haven't seen him on Instagram in a while.
Oh.
I feel like he deleted his account. Stop thinking about. Well, okay.
We can't stop, Taekwon.
You're all I think about.
Do you want to check the audio really quick?
Yes.
Okay, John's going to check the audio really quick. If my hair looks bad, I apologize. It was a bad twist out. If my hair looks bad, I can hear myself.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, I got to refollow you. Yeah. Oh. I'd appreciate it.
You unfollowed us?
Maybe he had to delete his account for something.
Interesting.
Okay, sounds good on there. So I'm assuming it sounds good on the TikTok.
All right. We have not a big card this time around. There are 5 matches that have been announced. But I don't know. We're starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like 2 full hours earlier than normal.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? WrestleMania?
What is that? So we'll see how eventful those 5 matches are going to be. Should we just get started? For those who maybe are catching a weird vibe, it's 9:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. And we're sleepy. It's
9:30 a.m. Yay, Taekwon, thank you for the follow on Instagram.
Okay. But yeah, is when they move up the start time of the event, it moves up everything else. So now we're streaming at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Eastern time. Anyway, but yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time start time for Bad Blood. Don't get it twisted. Don't show up at 8 p.m. The PLE is half over.
That's right. Over on TikTok, hello Sam, I see you in the chat.
Oh yeah, I can't see TikTok at all, so you're gonna have to help me out.
So I'm gonna try and do it without interrupting your thought process.
Okay. We'll see.
But you know what? I saw a few folks talking about this on on TikTok and social media in general. I kind of like when they have these PLEs that have these shorter cards, but they're all like big matches.
Yeah,
and I also like when they put more big matches on the shows leading up to the PLE, because we got the Jay winning the IC title, right? We had the last Monster Standing.
That one was crazy.
Last night we had a bunch of good matches.
Yeah, last night's tag team ladder match that turned into a TLC match was really good.
Yeah, that was awesome. Naomi and Tiffy was awesome. The dumpster match, man. Listen, I said this to Kendra yesterday. Sorry, Taekwon's chat. I said this yesterday during the dumpster match. I know Chelsea Green lost the match, but I feel as though she won in the hearts of everyone.
That's been her MO for however long she's been on the main roster.
Right.
She doesn't win matches,
yeah,
but she wins over hearts. She's so good, and I knew going into it that if anyone's gonna do a gimmick match really well, it's gonna be Chelsea Green. She showed up in a green waste management outfit with a trash bag train.
Yeah.
Who else would do that? She's simply
what a good
unique.
Look.
Like Beyonce said, can you turn off the dehumidifier?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so shall we dive right into the card? We're going to give our predictions. Let us know your predictions in the chat or in the comments. We love to hear people being right when we are wrong.
Yes.
Which we frequently are. We frequently are.
Absolutely.
Are you ready, Bean?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, so let's start off the match. Oh, I should say, as I say every time, the way WWE lists the matches on their website is not typically the order of events. I don't know what's going to start out the night. Historically, these past few PLEs, they've been doing like a really big match in the beginning.
Right.
And then a really big, like they're bookending the big matches. So the order we're going to talk about this stuff is probably not the order that it's going to actually be when we get to the PLE. Just fair warning, things might move around. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was the WWE Women's Championship match, Nia Jax versus Bayley.
Woo!
And we also have this looming threat of Tiffany Stratton with her Money in the Bank contract. So that definitely plays in to what's going to be happening during this match.
Especially after last night.
Every time Tiffany Stratton comes out, she's moving that plot forward with her pink briefcase.
Right.
I know that this match is going to be great. I've loved everything that Nia has been doing since she came back. I can't say the same for like before her hiatus. It just became too like comedic, I think, for me. But I like what she's doing now. And I like the tiffiness of Tiffany Stratton.
She did it.
Having that briefcase and them being like friends. It adds something, a little spice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever Tiffany Stratton decides to do with their briefcase affects this match. The outcome that I would like to predict.
Right.
So I want to hear your thoughts first and then I'm going to copy your thoughts and then I'll give my prediction.
Okay. So I know some people were upset that Naomi didn't win this title shot. Mm-hmm. But here's my thing. I'm like, if Naomi were to have gotten the title shot and went to Bad Blood and faced Nia and Tiffany Stratton cashed in, I would be more upset about a potential title run or a title run cut short for Naomi because of this match.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like I would be more upset about that. But I now think I have two trains of thought, and this is kind of a non-answer. Okay. But I think either Tiffany cashes in on this match like we're all expecting her to, mm-hmm. or Tiffany cashes in on the Liv and Rhea match to get away from Nia. Cause and also it'd be a good way to get Tiffany onto Raw before they go to Netflix. Mm-hmm. It also sets up a potential Tiffany and Rhea match at WrestleMania.
That would be crazy.
That would be fucking nuts. But also, if Tiffany wins, beats Nia, I was gonna say Tiffany versus Charlotte also seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
No, I'm right there with you, Taekwon. You beat me to the punch, but that's where I was heading. So, yeah.
A lot of possibilities.
So, but I think the initial match, mm-hmm. I don't know, because I'm like, does Tiffany cash in on Nia, or does Bayley win and Tiffany cash in on Bayley? Because I could see Nia being salty about wanting an immediate rematch, mm-hmm. But all of a sudden Tiffany's the champ. I don't know. I think Tiffany is walking out with a title tonight. I'll say that. I don't know what title for this match. I'm going Bayley.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know.
The cash-in doesn't happen just yet. Okay. I mean, I would love her to hold it a little longer. Don't get me wrong. I like the build-up they're doing with her and Nia.
Yeah. And again, like we said, when who was it? Drew? Mm-hmm. Cashed in his Money in the Bank. We knew that Tiffany had to hold it for a little longer so we didn't blow through 2 contracts so quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Chewy over on TikTok. What's up, bud?
Chewy. Yeah, I don't know. This is the Money in the Bank contract. It's like the possibilities are endless, and I don't know who to choose. I love the drama of Tiffany cashing in on a weakened but still champion Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they want to preserve that relationship, that friendship, whatever the fuck that is now. I could see her trying to get away, but then that involves her into a storyline that's like already so progressed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll say, because who'd you say was going to win?
I'm going to say Bailey.
I'm going to say Nia Jax, just to be
Kid right down the middle.
Just to be different. One of us will be right.
That's true.
Or
right?
neither.
Maybe that should be our method from now on.
I just pick whatever you don't.
Yeah.
So one of us is right. Yeah. But I think this is going to be a great match regardless. And yeah. Shall we move on?
Yeah, I really liked their promo last night. I loved when Tiffany accidentally called Bailey Pam.
That was funny. She corrected herself.
She did. But yeah, I feel like, especially these last couple weeks, and I don't know if it's the inclusion of like Bailey accidentally pissing everyone off, you know, like Naomi and then Tiffany, but I feel like especially these last couple of weeks, they've really done a good job of, I hate to say it like this, making people care more about this storyline. And maybe it is the looming threat that is Tiffany Stratton and the abusive relationship she's got with Nia Jax. But yeah, I've really been into this story as of late. So I hope it continues in an interesting way.
Yeah, agreed. All right, our next match. We're gonna go through both of the women's matches up front. I don't think they're going to put two women's matches back to back, although they did yesterday on SmackDown. And I was like, refreshing. But I don't think they're going to do that here.
Refreshing.
Anyway, let's talk about one of the matches that I'm like most interested in watching. Let's face it, if Dominic Mysterio's there, I'm interested in watching it.
God damn it.
We have the the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, versus Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio. I don't know if you can see him right down there. He's in a shark cage, suspended above the ring. I copied and pasted that directly from WWE. I did not remember him being suspended above the ring.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was just going to be like off to the side.
Nope.
And as we established, sorry to cut you off, as we established on, I think, Raw, Dominic Mysterio is extremely claustrophobic.
When you've been
Suddenly.
caged like an animal.
When you've been caged like an animal before, it brings back some PTSD. Let's say that.
And you know, just being in the clink. I mean, he's gone through enough. He can't just be happy.
Everyone wants to talk about, you know, mental illness and all this kind of stuff until it gets to Dominic Mysterio, and then suddenly everyone loses their pity. Yeah. Dominic Mysterio has been through a lot, and I think it's time that people remember that. And maybe we don't have him suspended in a cage above the ring like a piece of meat.
It's bad enough that he's constantly locked up with his own thoughts and the reminders of his deadbeat dad. Now he's going to be locked up in a cage watching the two loves of his life.
Well,
duke it out.
Duke it out. Yeah.
His dad is a deadbeat and this is his fault. He should have just gotten him the fucking Mercedes.
This all could have been resolved if Dominic Mysterio had just gotten a Mercedes for his 16th birthday instead of a BMW.
Mercedes Mysterio. Are you kidding me? Come on. Mercedes
Bernardo.
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
in the previous match and this one, we do have the looming threat of Tiffany Stratton. She could show up. Maybe she's also in the cage with Dominic Mysterio. That would be so fucking funny if they somehow managed to hide Tiffany Stratton inside the cage with Dominic Mysterio. Do you think Dominic Mysterio will at any point fall out of the cage onto the ring?
I fucking hope not. And I hope the cage doesn't fall on anyone.
I think Dominic Mysterio is going to lockpick his way out of the cage.
They put a dummy in there?
And jump from the cage, frog splash onto Rhea Ripley. How high up? Because in my mind, I'm thinking like 20, 30 feet. How high up is he going to be off the ring? Probably not that much. Maybe 10 feet.
So Taekwon here says Raquel interferes. I've been hearing rumors of Raquel making a return soon and potentially as part of the Judgment Day.
Interesting.
And that makes me think of that phone call that was that Finn made on Raw, and he was like, "Tell Liv everything's set up." Because remember, Raquel was her former tag partner.
That's true.
So
that's very interesting, Taekwon.
And then Dom will finally have two mommies. Two.
I can't. I mean, okay. I guess it makes sense that because she has a history with Liv Morgan, but like I can't imagine Raquel being a heel. I can't picture it. Was she a heel in NXT?
I don't know. But she has a lot of history with Rhea Ripley over at NXT. Like they were beefing a lot. So
everyone has history with Rhea Ripley over at NXT.
Raquel comes out to the sound of
pins.
It's
very interesting.
It's fucked up. Oh, I see someone in the comments and TikTok. They were filtered. Settle down. Chewy,
settle down over there.
She wasn't NXT.
She was Dakota Kai's bodyguard in NXT. That's funny.
Oh.
Listen, if I had to choose a bodyguard, Raquel Rodriguez would be pretty high up on the list.
Yeah, thanks Chewy and thank you Taekwon for the history lesson there.
Always count on Taekwon to bring us the history lesson. But yeah, I think there's a lot. In my heart of hearts, I want Rhea Ripley to win and get back her title. Obviously. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know because there's too many felons and thugs on Liv's side. So I don't know if they're going to be involved and fuck up the match for her.
Yeah, I don't know. I say this. She beat Io for the championship. Are you talking about Raquel? Here's my thing. What would they do with Liv after?
That's the thing. Again, this is the most exciting and interested in Liv that I've been in the 4 years we've been watching wrestling. This is like the first thing to work to stick for her. And granted, that's not reason enough to keep doing something if it's like no longer serving the audience.
Right.
But yeah, what would they do with? I don't know. It might be too soon for the return to norm power wise.
Yeah,
giving Rhea Ripley back the title.
Yeah, and I do love the idea of Rhea having to fight through Raquel in order to get to Liv.
Yeah,
because that makes it more interesting than her just having to bully Dominic Mysterio. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love seeing it, but I think it makes it more interesting, and also to have more than just one woman on the team at a time.
Yeah,
I think that's how you can separate this new Judgment Day from its previous iteration, right?
This one's for the girls.
This one's for the girls, the gays, and the bays.
I also eventually, throughout the longevity, the lifespan of this beef, I want Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio to have a genuine long one-on-one match. No mixed tag teams. I want Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio to have a full one-on-one match. They should
they should have the first mixed dumpster match.
Well, we just did the dumpster
I know,
match.
And now I want more. Now I want more.
Anything. Give me anything. I just want those two. Taekwon, why do you say that's not going to happen? Taekwon, don't be a Debbie Downer. Listen, again, if the WWE wants to be really feminist, that's the most feminist you can be. I stand by that. Because you know what? Rhea Ripley would destroy Dominic Mysterio. Oh,
Chewy says, I would love a fall count anywhere match between Rhea and Dom.
Yes.
So would we. That sounds awesome.
That would be amazing. They're such fucking cowards.
Do it, Hunter. Do it, Paul.
Anyway, yeah.
I just realized what you were doing. I just saw.
Anyway, so what we're getting at here for a lot of these matches is they can go in any direction. But do you have a specific person in mind to win this match? I think it's going to be Liv Morgan.
I want it to be Rhea, but I think it's going to be Liv.
Yeah. I won't be upset either way because I know if either way we're going to get some kind of good story out of it. I've liked how they've been handling these two, so
yeah,
either one I'm good with.
Yeah.
Ready to move on.
I guess.
Damn. Anyway, my stomach's making weird noises.
Oh.
John, you fed me spicy... Oh, wait. Never mind. I can't say that in front of Taekwon. All right. Next, let's talk about Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Not the demon, unfortunately.
Well, hang on a second.
You think we're getting the demon?
Do you think he throws off Damien by bringing out the demon?
The demon.
The demon.
I would see, and I didn't even finish my thought, and Taekwon's already being gross in the chat. I would when was the last time we got a demon match? Was it the one versus Roman Reigns when he died and came back to life?
It was against Edge at WrestleMania, and he got his fucking head busted open.
Yeah, well,
he got what, 14 staples?
That's just the demon for you. Fine.
When you're the demon,
I guess that takes a while. I guess we have to wait on that. But I think this is going to be an insane, crazy match.
Yeah.
An insane, crazy match.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we're going to see as much Judgment Day interference. We might, but I mean, because it is Judgment Day, right? It's kind of their half their thing. But yeah, this is going to be a really good match. I've really loved. I mean, I can't help it. But I really loved over the last year this year alone, ever since he won the World Heavyweight title, just how much Priest has grown into this face position that he's in. No, Taekwon, I'm not giving you anything. It was a funny one though. And yeah, I feel like for a while people were trying to like not give Damien credit for actually having good matches. Whether it was because he lost or because he wasn't at that, in their eyes, that level yet. But I think over the last, especially PLEs, he's had some really great matches, and I think he and Finn are gonna fucking cook. I'm gonna go Damien on this one. I think if Liv keeps the title, I think Damien's winning this battle.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Unless we get a freaking the demon.
If the demon comes out, all bets are off.
Yeah, then I don't know. I think it might go to the demon, which would be fucking nuts if he came out as the demon and no one knew he was gonna do it.
Oh, it's so good. The paint takes so long.
I know, but I feel like they try to make that. Those appearances, like they try to publicize those a lot. So
yeah, but also, yeah, to your credit, if you don't publicize that and then it's a surprise, like what a great surprise,
right?
What a wow moment, if you will.
I agree.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Damian Priest, unless the demon appears. The demon. Remember that one time he was in a match with Roman Reigns and then he died and then he came back to life to the beat and they started playing music again
during the match? What
the fuck was that? I don't think we've got music during the match like that since. Part of me thinks that was a mistake. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
So everyone raise your hand if you're for Damian Priest on this one. All right, yeah. All right, let's continue on. We're blasting through these. Next,
let's do it.
We have CM Punk versus DM Hunk. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell. In a cell.
Finn don't even fuck with the demon like that. I saw that. I know we're moving on to the next match. I saw that interview where he was like, the emotion comes from having to sit in the fucking chair for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like because it's not even just his face; it's like his whole top half of his body.
Right. Oh, but it looks so cool.
Who told him to do that?
Yeah, and
I didn't tell him to do that, but he's done it, and now he needs to do it again.
And it's like it looks so cool, especially with the Judgment Day like purple. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're not really rocking purple as much these days, but like when they had the purple in it, that was fucking awesome. That's your fault.
I'm sorry. It's like when you have like a really good idea at work and then suddenly it's your responsibility to bring that good idea to fruition. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have mentioned it. You shouldn't have done it that first time if you hated doing it.
Right.
Now you're stuck. Anyway.
CM Punk, DM Hunk.
Yes. In a fucking hell in a fucking set.
It's fucking happening. The culmination of this, what has felt like years long tension.
Hasn't it been like a year long?
I think so. And it's part of me is like sad to see it end, but I'm also excited to see where they go from where each of them go from here.
Yeah.
Because Drew is like, he's a top guy right now. I don't care what anyone says. This is tough because I want to say CM Punk's gonna win. And we won't see Drew for a hot minute.
Yeah, well, CM Punk can't leave for a hot minute because he hasn't been around long enough. He keeps leaving for hot minutes.
Yeah.
So he needs to stick around. Do you happen to know which, like, in the series, what match this is?
This is their third match. Is that one of the cats?
Was that one of you guys? No, There's no one there. Okay. So, are they tied 1-1?
Yes, because Drew won at SummerSlam, or when they had their, I think it was SummerSlam, right?
I'm not going to be able to help you here, bud. Taekwon might be able to help you.
So, I know Drew won the first time when Seth was the special guest referee.
Okay.
And then they had the strap match. CM Punk won.
Okay. Won. Okay. Taekwon says it's 1-1. 1-1, not 1-1.
All right. Colonizing my accent.
That's not an accent. Well, it might be a regional thing. Does anyone else say when you say one, W-O-N, one? Or do you say like Juan? John says Juan. He's from the north.
You're just giving Taekwon fuel.
Yeah, sorry. Not Juan. Juan. He says Juan. You have a second middle name, Taekwon? It's Wanya? Who chose that?
Wanye, like from Boys to Men.
Oh my god. Anyway, so do you think that this will be the end of this?
Yes.
Okay.
They are highly publicizing it that way, unless it's not.
Unless it's not.
Oh yeah, I was right.
Oh my gosh.
I love Wanye. Yeah, I think this will be the end, and that's why I think whoever loses will probably be gone for a hot minute, which I think will be Drew.
Yeah. Taekwon, don't dox yourself.
But
that's hell of
I have loved their feud, even if other people were getting tired of it a little bit. I've loved their feud.
Me too.
Drew has had so many of my favorite moments this year based off of this feud alone. Many times CM Punk wasn't even in the building.
CM Punk was gone.
And yeah, like we don't get we don't get Drew McIntyre throwing a fucking ladder at Jey Uso without this feud, right? So yeah, I've loved this feud. I think they had a great promo on Monday, just kind of really showing like, hey man, all jokes aside, I fucking hate you. And I can't wait to put your ass in the dirt. So it's been fun. And I think this is a really cool way to cap it off. I feel like we're getting better now that he who shall not be named is gone. We're getting better at like making some of these like gimmick matches a little more meaningful, or at least a little more fun. So like having a fucking dumpster match last night. Like we haven't seen a dumpster match, I think they said, since 2017.
Wasn't that the first women's dumpster match?
And that was the first women's dumpster match, which was cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like we haven't had a Hell in a Cell in a hot minute. So I like that we're making it more meaningful the more we do it. Agreed. I'm happy toward any Jey Uso violence. Hey,
through Taekwon.
Hey now.
Through Taekwon. We don't subscribe to that. We don't abide by that.
But I think CM Punk's gonna take it.
That's interesting. I do think that your idea of like one person leaving, that would make the most sense if it was Drew McIntyre. And I don't know, this like down and out Drew McIntyre is really working for him. Sorry, I got a Windows security alert. So for him to like leave for a while and come back off the back of that, like I went to a dark place that last. You guys remember last time I was here? That was crazy. I could see them.
I had to find myself.
I left. I went back to my homeland to find myself.
I took Angela back to the homeland. We haven't seen a sword in a while. Maybe that's what's going on.
Maybe that's yeah. Maybe it's like when Randy Orton claps before he slams people.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're gonna land it. He hasn't had a sword. That's his good luck charm.
Yeah.
His sign to us that he's good boy.
Remember when Drew McIntyre would give us history lessons?
I love that. That salty bitch.
That salty bitch, Nessie.
Yeah. Okay, Taekwon says CM Punk wins. He already teased challenging for the world title and Seth is back. All good points, Taekwon. You know what? Yeah, I agree. You know what? I'm using Taekwon's logic. I'm not going to steal your logic. I'm going to steal Taekwon's logic and also agree that CM Punk is going to win. Maybe Drew McIntyre goes away for a while, comes back at the Rumble.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think that I would love to see Drew and Gunt go head to head at WrestleMania, just 1-on-1.
Gunt.
I think that'd be a crazy ass match.
It would be crazy. Any match with Gunt is crazy.
Love Gunt.
Love you, Gunt.
Freaking Gunt Daddy.
Oh, hang on. I didn't say all that.
But listen, Seth is gonna be busy with freaking Big Bronson Reed. A feud which I am very much looking forward to. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Did you see people making Ed, and Eddie memes about Braun, and Bronson?
Yeah.
How, WWE has to clear these names. Why did they clear 3 names that are so similar?
I don't know.
Don't piss me off.
Well, you know what? That's fucking Adam Pearce's fault for drafting the 3 of them.
It's always Adam Pearce's fault. How come it always comes back to Adam Pearce? You know who would have never done that? Nick Aldis.
He said, nope, I've already got my fill of bronze.
We can only have one Braun at a time. Nick Aldis, there's something, I don't know, I really like caring about the managers so much. Because, sure, Sonya Deville was doing that whole, again, I had a good corruption storyline I pitched yesterday to John about it was Tony D'Angelo corrupting security guards, referees, announcers. Medical staff, yeah. Anyway, but I like being able, part of the storyline is, Adam Pearce's Raw is lawless, and Nick Aldis's SmackDown is,
Wait, here, let me ask you a question, Kendra.
Yeah.
Which show is more fun?
They're both so much fun.
No, which show is more fun?
Raw lately has been a lot of fun.
All right.
Because it is
and that's
fucking
exactly
lawless.
what Adam Pearce said on
Adam
Instagram.
Pearce's job, right? To make a fun show. It doesn't seem very fun for him. He's yelling, turning red. He's breaking up fights every fucking night.
He always talks about needing a drink. Poor, he's an alcoholic at this point.
Anyway, but just side thing really quick is I just really liked having such stark differences between the general managers. Also, if they ever decide to do a GM versus GM match, first of all, I'm rooting for Nick Aldis, obviously. Okay.
Wait.
Can anyone?
Why?
Because I think he runs a tight ship, and I appreciate that, and I'm interested to see what he looks like in his trunks. But yeah, Adam Pearce is just a man. He's poor guy.
Adam Pearce is just a dude.
He's just
Nick Aldis
he's just someone's
is
dad.
a man.
Anyway, okay. Last match that we're gonna talk about is obviously this tag team match. Very, what's the right word? Contentious?
Yes.
Tag team match. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. BFFs. Rhodey Codes. Versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Listen, the Cody crybabies
can
complain all they want. They should be happy that he's back in the main event spot. Thanks to your tribal chief, your OTC, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And also Solo Sikoa.
Less so.
But I think this will indeed be the main event. There's no way Roman Reigns comes back, his first PLE since WrestleMania, and they don't put him in. They don't put him in the main event, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're doing this like bookend thing. I could see them starting with this match, but like you said, it just unless it was like Roman Reigns was like, "Hey, I want to get the fuck out of here early," then I could see them putting it first. But it just seems so natural to put Roman Reigns in the main event on because specifically it's his first match back.
And yeah, and Cody's from there.
Cody's from Gorga. They cut that whole promo in the fucking stadium, which was bizarre. That was a crazy promo.
Sorry, we're not all into true filmmaking, right? Into true character work.
I do think that is true character work, having Roman Reigns show up in like 7 SUVs like the president, so adversaries won't know which one to bomb. I do think that's fucking funny. But it's just like, it was such, like, the acting in it was so dramatic and weird. At times, it was very Twilight, like, How Long Have You Been 17, that scene, where they did those, like, crazy far cutaways, and it was just, like, I was like, this is Twilight.
You're not wrong.
Rewatch that promo, and then watch that scene from Twilight. I'm not exaggerating. They're very similar.
We need a side-by-side.
But... like, even, like, who was it? I think Roman, like, walked away and Cody stopped him.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? Anyway, crazy promo. But, yeah, it just seems like all that buildup is for a main event match.
Right.
I wouldn't mind if it started the night, but I feel like it's going to be the main event.
I hope it doesn't start tonight because we have something to do before then. But
That's
we're going to miss a couple minutes of the... I can't say that.
I don't know what that means.
I think this match is going to be good. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Cody and Roman work together, because for Roman, it's like very much bloodline business, and
this is a family issue, and Cody's just there. We're rocking with Cody because Cody's rocking with us, but he's left out of this lineup. He looks out of place.
But we also have. Listen, I know a lot of people have been waiting to hear Jacob Fatu cut a promo on the main roster, because his promos in the indie scenes were like fucking bonkers. So it was cool to finally get some of that last night on their way to the ring. I love when they do those like walking promos as they're heading toward the
and then
entrance.
Like they don't cut and we follow them out through a gorilla. It's
so cool. I
agree.
It's better than Solo by default. And also, and that's the thing. I still maintain that Solo has had to and has done a tremendous amount of growing in, when you really, really look at when he joined the main roster, a very, very short amount of time.
Yeah, it's like when you have bad parents and it's like, man, I had to grow up young.
Dominic Mysterio.
Your parents aren't around and you have to grow up really fast, really early. That's Solo Sikoa. That's Dominic Mysterio. It always comes back to Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio.
It's true. But I'm excited to see Roman back in the ring, like in an actual match. I'm excited for his 20-minute long. Maybe that would be good if he started the show. Is that at least we probably wouldn't miss any of the match.
Yeah.
Because he would take 20 fucking minutes to get to the ring. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think this will be a good match. But what makes this match more interesting is how much of it is going to stay bloodline business, because I've been hearing rumors that the final boss is making an appearance in Georgia this weekend. Does not mean he's going to be at Bad Blood. In fact, he probably won't be.
He never is where we think he is.
But I wouldn't be fucking surprised. So go ahead and read this comment from
Taekwon says Cody and Roman entrances are going for 40 minutes combined, and Cody got an HBCU performing. And here's the thing, Cody didn't even need to commission an HBCU to perform. They're already performing his theme songs at HBCUs. He just has to make a phone call. And quite frankly, he's already a patron on the board of that college, whatever it is.
There's got to be at least 2 or 3 places at colleges around the area that are named after his father. So like,
Cody Rhodes has to hold at least one honorary degree from an HBCU. Howard. That'd be crazy.
That's actually confirmed. I'm not joking.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
Did he really get an HBCU?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised because, again, I've already heard an HBCU performing his song. Because he's fucking... Get out of here! Because, yeah, we already heard him do that once. You know what? That's fine. Cody Rhodes. It's funny because I think he's kind of uncomfortable by the whole Cody Rhodes is a black man thing. But as long as he keeps doing stuff like this, as long as he still has a black wife and a black kid, I mean, I'm going to continue on with it.
Cody Rodriguez.
What?
Because he's Cuban.
He is Cuban. I forgot about that.
Cody Jamal Rodriguez.
Yeah. Put some respect on my boy's name. That's a person of color right there.
Fucking Homelander. All right. Who do you have for this match? And do you think The Rock might show up? No matter who wins.
Every time I say I think The Rock's going to show up, I'm so fucking humiliated. So no, The Rock's not going to show up. But who do I think is going to win? I also don't know. I think that Roman and Cody are professional enough to put the baggage to the side and put on a great show and do something for the mutual good of the anti-bloodline brigade.
The anti-bloodline brigade. The ABB.
The ABB.
Okay. So here's where I'm at. Because I'm like, clearly, this bloodline story isn't over. We're almost done with Cody being a part of it right now. Mm-hmm. Because Cody's got some shit brewing with KO and Randy Orton, right?
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, well, Jay just won the title.
Where's Jimmy?
Oh, and will there be more freaking Fatus, Usos, and goddamn Tongans showing up to the bloodline? Because War Games is right around the corner.
I wish I knew the Tongans' last name, because calling them the Tongans just doesn't.
Well, it doesn't help that both of their they both have Tonga in their name.
Well, yeah. I meant their God-given name.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised about what?
So I don't know. I'm like, part of me thinks that the bloodline's actually gonna win. I think there might be too much contention, but even if they win, if like I don't know, this is interesting. This is all interesting to me.
This is a very interesting. War Games is gonna be Roman, Cody, Randy, and KO. Don't get your Civil War hopes up, says Taekwon.
Yeah, I could see that. Do I want it?
The fucking core four. Absolutely powerful.
Yeah.
OP.
Against the bloodline. I mean, that would have to be, right? But where's Jimmy? Get him Jimmy's brother.
If Jimmy came back, do you think he would come back? Do you think Jimmy has any interest in being a singles competitor? Do you think that's what it is? He's like waiting out Jey Uso's singles run to rejoin as a tag team?
No, I don't know.
Because if I was a wrestler, which I would never be because it seems scary, I would never want to do anything on my own. I would only want to be in a tag team.
Right. I mean, Jay's too popular, I think, right now to go back into a tag team
definitely not
anytime
right now.
Immediately.
But I miss Jimmy Uso.
Do you think it'll be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 and maybe Jay's on that team too? And that's sort of how we start to get him back into the bloodline story?
And we're making the assumption that when Jimmy Uso comes back, he's going to be on the good bloodline side of things. We don't know for sure.
Well, I would like to think he's not going to go back to the people who fucking broke his neck or whatever.
Maybe he had
whatever they canonically did to him.
You never know.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe he can join as like a mole.
For the final boss.
For the final boss.
Do we think? Fuck. All right. Oh, hey, tribal chief lover.
Chief lover, same 69. Oh, Jimmy's going to return, but Roman and Cody aren't winning because The Rock is going to come back and help Solo and Jacob win.
So this is what I'm saying. Do we think that all of these maybe Solo's the tribal chief, but again, even the tribal chief's got to report back to the final boss, right?
I don't know.
So like maybe they lose. Maybe the bloodline loses, and Rock has enough of his bullshit.
I mean, I guess when The Rock was here, he was in his ultra bad, ultra heel form. So maybe he would side with Solo and fucking Jacob.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do Roman versus Cody 3 at this next WrestleMania. But I think, that won't make sense. No, yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think The Rock would attack both of them. I think if anything, he's coming back. He's coming back for Cody and or Roman is what I think Rock would come back for.
Interesting. Taekwon says Roman and Cody win the tag, but Bloodline gets the win back at Survivor Series.
Yeah, because if it's that team that you were talking about, KO, Randy, Roman, and Cody, they will not. No one will be getting along.
Yeah, no, that is a very tenuous.
Yeah, no one
there. Fucking Kevin Owens wouldn't even want to be there. He'd be like, I didn't even earn this opportunity. I see a triple threat at WrestleMania 41 with Rock and Roman and Cody. Interesting.
That is interesting.
When are we going to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns?
That's what I'm saying.
1-on-1, clean. Rock versus Roman Reigns, 1-on-1, clean. Dominic Mysterio versus Ray Ripley, 1-on-1, clean. Back to back, WrestleMania. Wait.
We're gonna have to do a video that's just your WrestleMania 41 fantasy card. And
Goldust would be there for sure.
Goldust would be in every match.
Goldust, Stardust, they'd all be there. All the dusts.
Cody Rhodes versus Stardust.
Listen, we could make it work somehow with some clever editing.
Yeah.
Did we do predictions for this?
I mean, kind of. I said I think that Cody and Roman are going to win. But
I think I'll agree with that tenuously. Also, I don't know if The Rock's coming back. I only say I don't know because every time I say he's coming back, he doesn't, and then I get disappointed. So I don't want to get my hopes up.
He's only ever there when we least expect it. Like that one SmackDown he fucking showed up at.
He showed up at this one SmackDown and then was gone for another 2 months.
And then showed up at a random Raw.
What the
And then fucked off again for a while.
See, so I don't know. I don't know. It would be great if The Rock came back, that would make the 6 p.m. start time make sense. If they're like, listen, we have Roman's 20-minute entrance, Cody's 20-minute entrance, and The Rock's 40-minute entrance to get through in a night. You know what I mean?
Because the crowd. And here's another thing, people. He's very obviously a movie star. He's like one of the biggest celebrities in the world, right? He's probably filming something in Atlanta or was going to film something in Atlanta soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he was just fucking around.
Or he knows that you know that he's a big movie star and that they film a lot of movies in Georgia. And he's like, oh, they'll think that I'm just here to film a movie when I'm not.
I'm here for this high school football game.
The tag match is main eventing. Is that confirmed? We weren't sure. We figured, but we weren't sure.
Yeah.
We already ran through the rest of the card. I'm going to have a bomb strap.
Hey,
okay.
no.
Okay.
We can't say that.
Okay, never mind, actually.
We can't say that.
Oh, it's 100% confirmed? Okay.
Oh, cool.
I mean, that's what we figured.
That's what we thought anyway.
So, do you think they're going to start out with CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in that cell?
Oh, maybe.
Get the fucking cell out of the ring for the rest of the matches?
Maybe.
Punk and Drew are opening. I'm just going along with what you say. I trust you. I don't even know who you are, but I trust you.
I don't even know who you are.
That would make sense. Nia and Bayley are going second. Then
I kind of wish that Nia and Bayley were opening.
I feel like that's not big enough.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a Hell in a Cell, yeah.
Finn and Damien, and then Rhea and Liv. Okay. That makes sense. That lineup makes sense. Well, it's shaping up to be a very interesting night, ladies and gentlemen. And non-binary. What's the formal non-binary?
I say guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
That doesn't feel fancy enough.
My friends. homies.
There you go.
Loved
Oh yeah,
ones.
ladies, gentlemen, and homies. That all has the same vibe. Let me know if you're non-binary what the formal
NBs.
Usted version of your collective name is.
Ladies. They can be the and.
Gentle people.
Oh.
Hang
Distinguished guests.
Yeah.
That's a non-binary term.
Distinguished guests. That's a good one. I'm going to start saying that. Oos. Taekwondo.
I was laughing at Taekwondo. What Taekwondo said.
I think it ends in OS when it's a group, like in Spanish.
Wait, which term are you talking about?
Anyway.
What about oos? Just call everyone oos.
Oos is also a gender neutral term.
You know,
did
when
you
I
hear me almost go non-rhotic just then?
When
Gender?
I did a show a couple years ago where I walked out. I'm supposed to say a character's name. The show was Avenue Q, and I was like, "Hey Princeton, what's wrong with you, buddy?" But instead, one night I came out and I was like, "Hey Princeton, what's wrong, oos?" And then
that on purpose?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I did that to like fuck with him because they all knew I liked wrestling because I would watch it in the dressing room. But then as the puppet, as Princeton, he goes, "Oh, I don't know, oos." He said it right back to me with a straight fucking like in character. And I started laughing on stage.
Was this like, these were the main lines being, or was this like a side like conversation just in the background?
Oh no, it was part of the scene. It was the start. Yes, Taekwondo. I did Avenue Q.
I wasn't there that day.
No, I don't think so. But if you were, you wouldn't fucking remember anyway.
No, that's true. That's true.
It was the opening of Act 2, and Princeton's all depressed in the in his apartment or in my apartment, right? And yeah, I came out and I called him Oos, and he said it back to me, and I fucked myself over because I started laughing when he did that, and I fucked up a line because of it.
Damn. Ever the professional, John.
The internet is for porn.
Okay. That is a song from Avenue Q. John didn't just say that, and Taekwondo didn't just type it. Yeah.
Listen, of course Taekwondo would know Avenue Q.
Of course Taekwondo would know Avenue Q.
I love that show. Anyway,
that's
not what this is about.
Yeah. Okay, let's read. Tribal Chief Lover 69 says their predictions are CM Punk, Nia Jax, Damian Priest, Liv Morgan, and then Solo and Jacob. I think most of those align with what we said.
Oh, the wild thing is that Solo pins Roman tonight in the match to go over as the tribal chief. That's best for business, and sometimes being unpredictable is important.
That'd be fucking crazy if Solo pinned Roman. How embarrassing for Roman to be pinned by his littlest cousin.
Hear me out. Does Roman get pinned by Jacob, thus pissing off the new tribal chief?
Oh, and we start some infighting. We've seen infighting there before.
Jacob obliterates the two of them, tags Solo in to get the pin.
Yeah.
They use that against Solo.
Like,
you wouldn't have beat me without Jacob Fatu, Mr.
You didn't even
Chief.
do any of the work. I like that idea. And that does seem like something Jacob Fatu would do. Fatu. He seems very devout, shall we say. Weirdly so.
I love you, my tribal chief.
You will respect my tribal chief. Yeah. I think the second option is likely. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Either way, no matter what happens, I think we're in for a very fun, good night. Do you guys agree? I'm not even gonna. I don't even know what the. Taekwondo is just talking about a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's move past it. I hope that you guys had fun talking about the card and giving your predictions. If you weren't around for any of the predictions we made earlier, please still make sure to comment them, chat them. This video is going to go up on YouTube immediately. So make sure you go check it out on YouTube, see what you missed. And again, put your predictions in the comment section there so we can review them right before the matches start. We also frequently get stuff wrong. So if you want to circle back after the PLE and just say, oh yeah, they got that wrong and that wrong and that wrong, that sounds like a fun drinking game.
Boo this man.
Boo us, truly. Okay. John, is there anything you'd like to add?
What do you do with a BA in English?
It's Avenue Q again.
It's all Kendra. It never stopped being Avenue Q. It's my life. It's everything to me.
The one time I went and saw John in Avenue Q, I got COVID.
Hey, listen,
Winky dink.
the one time I did Avenue Q, I got COVID.
Yeah. Anyway, they're yeeting in the chat. I didn't even know that was like a
That's pretty cool.
in the chat.
But yes, no, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you're not already, please follow us on all the things right here on these two apps that we're streaming on. That is Twitch and TikTok, because we like to do these pre-previews every single PLE. Usually they're not at fucking 9:30 in the morning.
Special
if we can help it.
Special circumstance.
If we get our way, they're not at 9:30 in the morning. But today was a special circumstance. Everything got kind of pushed up a little bit. So we had to do what we had to do. Mm-hmm. It was either wake up early or go to bed late. Yeah. And we're old, so
we'll wake up early, I guess.
But if you're not already following us, please follow us, especially with the possible ban.
Oh yeah, that's coming around. Maybe YouTube is the safer option for us right now.
So yeah, if you'll Gorgeous Linda, tell me something I don't know. Sorry, not everyone's coming for the Broadway here in this wrestling fucking live stream. I love In the Heights. That's one of my favorite shows I've ever done too.
Unsurprising.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, so please follow us on all the other things. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a podcast called Ringside with John and Kendra. We try to release at least 2 episodes a month. So please check out those other sources as well. Sorry.
Jeez, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I keep reading the things here.
You gotta block them out there.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm done. That was my spiel.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Doses.